Hi, my name is ColdBeer, and let's start with Jotunnslayer, Hordes of Hel. If you want to have some fun, mindless hacking and slashing, Jotunnslayer is exactly what you're looking for. It's a roguelike, but without the annoying parts some roguelikes have. The gameplay here is the king, and you don't really care if you die. You want to start again and hack and slash some more. It's like Diablo on steroids, where all you have to do is to survive as long as you can, earn great prizes, defeat bosses, and try different characters. The visuals are great and special effects are entertaining. It's pure dumb fun. So if you want to have fun and you are dumb, wait, something is not right. Anyway, people on Steam are saying that it is addicting in a good sense, but maybe too difficult if you are not experienced player of similar games. For that, they have a demo. You can try it for free. Thronefall. This is a minimalistic game about growing and defending your tiny kingdom. Developers are saying that they stripped a classic strategy game from all the unnecessary complexity and then added 57 unlockable perks and weapons. Well, who am I to judge? Here you will build up your base during the day and defend it till your last breath at night, because you are glorious, majestic, and you slay.
Yes, Queen, slay!
You will have to strike the right balance between economy and defense. Maybe train more archers, raise thicker walls, or maybe build an additional mill. And with all your strength, keep the enemies at bay using your longbow or charge your horse right into the battle. Every night is a tough night, but nothing beats seeing the sun rise above your little kingdom to live another day. Game has overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam and people unanimously call it a masterpiece. Tempest Rising. Many real-time strategy and especially Command & Conquer fans were waiting for something like this for years. You know, a modern game with a true nostalgia in its heart. The factions here are each with its own approach to combat and economy. Also, a built-in customization options allows you to approach the game your way, in both single and multiplayer game modes. Here you'll find 2 single-player campaigns with voiced mission briefings and 3 different game modes. You can lose to AI opponents in custom games, lose even more in multiplayer matchmaking, or go nuts and lose in skirmish mode with up to 500 units per team. People on Steam are saying that this is a very well done modern RTS game with all the best traits of Command & Conquer. Just keep in mind that this is not a Command & Conquer game, it's just a standalone project inspired by the series, so don't expect familiar units, although Easter eggs are guaranteed. Anyway, constant updates and a very positive review score makes this a treat for every RTS fan. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Here you'll put on the shoes of a legendary Viking warrior on a quest of glory. Explore England's dark ages as you raid your enemies, grow your settlement and build your political power. Yeah, this is one of the most innovative Assassin's Creed games, and the Nordic theme of Vikings is what fans of the franchise always wanted, although it is far from the top predators of the genre, such as Title of Third Witcher or even Skyrim by the quality of story and characters. Also, no boobs for you here. Viking game without boobs. What is this blasphemy? Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr. You'll become a mighty Inquisitor and carry out the Emperor's will. Choose one of the multiple classes and take part in brutal combat encounters. Embark on a huge variety of missions with your fellow agents and fight through a single-player story campaign. It is set in a haunted fortress monastery which hides a terrible secret from the past of the Inquisition. Yeah, they probably have put pineapple into potato salad. In general, this is a very nice game, but keep in mind that it is best played with a gamepad, because playing with keyboard and mouse is really not as comfortable. Although some people could argue about that, because there are many gamers in both gamepad and keyboard camps. Although let's be fair, gamepad camp is way bigger, and the gameplay, the main thing of every game, is highly addictive. It will burn tens or even hundreds of your hours even quicker than alcohol does. People on Steam are saying that this game is a no-brainer for those who like Diablo. It's basically the same, just in Warhammer universe. Complete collection includes Inquisitor Martyr and Inquisitor Prophecy games. On top of that, you will get around 20 DLCs as well. The official discount is more than €100, but keep in mind that Warhammer games almost never drop the base price of their titles, so even the old farts still cost like a AAA games when not on sale. Ancient Planet Tower Defense. It is time to take a break, you know, to rest your mind from various zombie games, from shooters or complex 4X strategies, and just entertain yourself. And tower defense games are one of the best ways to achieve that. It is not a new title by any means, it was released in 2015, but so was the third Witcher. They knew how to make good games back then, that's for sure. So here you'll find 40 unique levels and plenty of diverse enemies and features. Also you can upgrade everything, and the art style is great, also a very positive review score, and this price is probably the combo you needed today. If you like tower defense games, it may be your spoon of potato salad.
Turnip boy robs a bank.
That dude is a real menace, and he is ready to commit more felonies in this comedic action-adventure game with roguelike elements. This time the career criminal is teaming up with a fearsome pickled gang to plan and execute the most notorious heist of all time. You will have to shake down hostages, steal precious valuables, and explore the deep, dark depths and history of the botanical bank. You'll need to purchase an array of dangerous and wacky tools from the dark web. However, bank robbing isn't easy, so be prepared for intense shootouts with security vegetables and elite SWAT teams. People on Steam aren't holding their horses when they speak about the game. Almost unanimously people are praising the title and calling it a masterpiece. Although keep in mind that it is quite short, it will take from 6 to 10 hours to beat. Orcs Must Die 3. This is probably the most entertaining tower defense game I have ever played, and that is because here you are involved in the action as a third-person character. You actually run and shoot, hack and slash, and also you place various traps and turrets, so it feels very personal, and because of that you are not just a passive observer, you are actually the scariest turret for your enemies. And your enemies here are obviously orcs. Wave after wave they will swarm your castle, and after the end of every wave you will realize that you were holding your breath all the time. Relax, it's just a game. You can play solo or two-player co-op, arm yourself with a massive arsenal of weapons and slice, burn and zap hordes of repugnant orcs. The game is incredibly fun and at first seems easy.
Like your sister.
Oh come on, how dare you! Oh, but all this easiness is just a deception. Later games will turn into incredibly hard try again and again battles. One misplaced trap, one missed shot and you know, you're dead. Anyway, as I've said, this is an extremely entertaining game and I can recommend it without any doubts. Kill orcs and relax. Dune Awakening. This is a third-person, open-world crafting survival MMO set in the dunes of Arrakis. The story takes place in an alternative branch of history. This is a dune where Paul Atreides was never born, where MILF Lady Jessica obeyed the Bene Gesserit and gave birth to a girl, and Duke Leto survived the assault on Arrakeen. So here the war of assassins between Atreides and Harkonnen rages across the planet. New factions form, old ways fade, and the Fremen are gone. So your adventure begins here, on this desert planet. You have to find the Fremen and wake the sleeper, whatever that is. Like really, the spectre is really wide here, from a dude with superpowers to a sandworm named like that.
Where is sleeper? We have to travel and kick some ass.
Oh, you know, he's probably asleep.
Yeah, I don't like spoilers, so I decided to not give you any as well. You are welcome. So I've seen some videos where developers said that they took some inspiration from Conan Exiles and other MMOs, and I'm pretty sure that Mass Effect had a role here as well. Also, you will be able to build a base, make your own blueprints or buy them from other players, craft tools, vehicles, join guilds and witness the changing landscape after the storms. And always beware of the sandworms, they are attracted by almost everything. Mafia Definitive Edition. Remastered and re-released in 2020, the game is a proud owner of a very positive reviews on Steam. He will take on the role of a mafioso in 1930s city of Lost Haven. It's a fictional place, but it's inspired by the city of Chicago. The town got hit hard by the Great Depression, and the advent of Prohibition in America means lucrative business opportunities for various mobsters. And let's be fair, for some shady old ladies as well who were brewing their moonshines deep in the cellars. By the way, did you know that you have to pour out the first cups of moonshine you make because it's poison? If you drink it you will die or at least go blind. I've heard that from some master brewer a long time ago, but I can't remember the details. Anyway, as I've said many times before, Prohibition in my eyes is a crime against humanity, so those gangsters are just folk struggling to survive in this authoritarian environment. 8-bit Hordes. Basically, this is a Warcraft if it would be made using the Minecraft engine. You'll find two factions, the Dark Orcs and their undead friends versus those annoying humans, dwarves, elves and all that puny stuff in general. You will collect resources, build up and defend your base, amass your army of evil or, you know, pathetic good, and ultimately crush your opponents, or be crushed by them. Game offers 24 offline campaign missions, 12 co-op missions to play with your friends, and 10 multiplayer maps that support up to 8 trolls online, literally and figuratively. Although honestly, you will never see 8 players online. I'm not even talking about this amount of players in multiplayer, so if you want some player versus player battles, you're gonna need a friend. But don't worry, AI is present as well. It has multiple difficulty options, also it can play in a team with you or destroy you. It is quite capable of doing that, believe you me. 8-bit Hordes is easy to understand and is user-friendly in general. If you like RTS games, there is no doubt that you may like this one as well. Far Cry 6. The game will take you on a journey to Yara, a fictional tropical country inspired by Cuba. Here, ruthless dictator Anton Castillo is in charge. His life's goal is to rebuild the country and bring it back to its glory 50 years ago, when the dictator was his father, no matter what sacrifices he has to make to the people. Yeah, he's willing to sacrifice you for the greater good and feel bad about it. And you play as a warrior of the local resistance movement, trying to remove Castillo from power through both guerrilla warfare and bloody protests in the streets. So as you fight this evil man, be sure that you will never get yourself into a situation where you have to be at his mercy.
Are you prepared to die? I was acting. Or was I?
Yeah, because when you see Giancarlo Esposito as a bad guy, you know that he will do anything to achieve his goal, so fighting a boss like that is a serious business that will not let you make any mistakes.
Now thank you for watching, have a nice day and I'll see you next time. Also subscribe, yes.